Hello and welcome back to a brand new Player 2 Plays. My name is Paul James and today we're playing Trials of Mana, the demo that's recently been made available on the Switch and the PS4. On PS4 controller in hand, DualShock 4 in hand, let's get into it. As with recent Square-Enix demos, if you actually go out and play this, and obviously it's a demo so it's free, you can transfer your data immediately across to the final version of the game once that becomes available. So that's just another thing to keep in mind as well. They're both visible, sure, why not? Let's just play normal. As I'm sure many of you are quite aware, big fan of the Mana franchise. In fact, there's a series that we have on the YouTube channel there called Secret of Mana Saturday. It was dedicated to, as you might have gathered, the Secret of Mana title. An entire playthrough of the original version of the game. We've got some Player 2 plays there dedicated to the remake that came out a few years ago. And of course now with a remake for Seiken Densetsu 3, a game that never actually launched outside of the West officially. We're going to be spending a bit of time with this thing. So, we've got a few different characters here. Duran, Angela, we've got Kevin, we've got Charlotte, we've got Hawkeye and Reese. The big difference here between this and Secret of Mana is the fact that, as you can see, you can choose your character. Now, I'm a bit of a melee hack and slash sort of guy, so I'm probably not going to go with anyone who's got low strength. Probably by default, I'm going to go with Duran, because I want to be able to swing the sword.
I'm a soldier from Volsena. The name's Duran.
Yep, that's fine. Now our companions. So our difference here, we've got range magic. Probably wouldn't mind someone who's actually able to deal with a little bit of magic damage. I probably don't want too many as far as hack and slash and whatnot is concerned. Actually, she might be the way to go. If I look at that intellect and spirit, that's kind of what I'm looking for.
I'm Angela, Princess of Altena.
And one last. Speedy fighter with luck for fighting items, ranged attacks, and support magic summons. Very rounded character, Reese. Healing though. What did it say for? See, nighttime transformation. That's kind of cool. For the sake of the demo, let's go with Kevin.
That's me.
Yep, we'll go with that party. It's the big difference between this and Secret of Mana is that in Secret of Mana you had your 3 characters and that was it. Here, we've got 6 to choose from. 6 choose 3. And that's obviously persisted into this final, or this remade version of the game.
Duran, hey, you're up. Pull yourself together.
Commence the final match for the Sword Mastery Tournament Youth Division. Combatants, forward!
I'll break you like a dry noodle.
Give it a try. I dare you.
Ooh, bit of pop in there.
About time I took you down a peg, bruiser. Almost done.
There's certainly more depth instantly than what we got from the Secret of Mana remake.
This one. Crosscut.
And that wasn't really the case in the original version of the game. There was some layers. There was certainly more to Seiken Densetsu 3 than there was Secret of Mana, but probably not quite that much.
Your weapons. We have our new champion, Duran. You've come far in your training, lad.
Duran, soldier from Volsena, Kingdom of the Plains. His father Loki, the Golden Knight and friend to the hero king Richard, went missing when the young soldier was but a child.
And that's one of the cool things. They're all bringing their own different stories, and depending on the combination that you've chosen, those stories can interact in different ways.
Sister Wendy to their aunt Stella. Like his father before him, the boy could not deny the pull of the blade. From a young age, he outshone all other swordsmen, and eventually came to be in service to the king himself.
Bit of backstory.
Man, I'm beat.
Hang in there. The next shift is on its way.
Oh, that's a really
I'll do one more
interesting
round
sound
in the
effect
meantime.
for someone in a suit of armor.
Papa, where are you going?
Off to slay some dragons. The fearsome beast known as the Dragon Lord is the strongest of its kind. But don't worry. His Highness... Now,
Let's kind of
take care
toggle
your
through that
mother and
dialogue a
sister
little bit
while
quicker.
I'm gone.
These are all things that you'll be able to discover a little bit while you're playing the game yourself in a bit over a month.
Madam, your husband, Loki, he took a blow meant for me, causing both him and the Dragon Lord to fall into the depths of an abyss. My men and I searched the area for a week, but to no avail. We could not find Loki.
I see. He fulfilled his duties as the Golden Knight.
Simone,
Yes,
my
yes,
lady.
yes.
Oh, Stella.
How could you let your illness go untreated for so long, Simone?
If Loki knew I was ill, he would have neglected.
Yes, yes, yeah, okay. Let's toggle through this for the sake of the recording here. We don't want. You can discover all these stories yourself when you dive into the game in a month from now. Come on, let's move.
Shouldn't be sleeping on the job. Come on, don't give in. Huh? What's that?
Whoa. Oh yes, so we must have a save point nearby. There we are. Yep. Okay, let's move on. No, not breakable.
Halt! Who are you?
You are sharper than you look.
What's so funny?
The fact that you are considered the best fighter in this miserable castle. I think it's time I show you how powerless you really are.
No more talking.
Feeling that way right now. Can't even keep up.
What senile old fool would entrust the security of the castle to a child? Oh, my apologies. You work for the king, do you not?
What? Don't you dare insult His Majesty!
now the finishing blow.
Yep,
Someone
yeah.
infiltrated the castle. Find them.
Huh. Seems you'll live another day. No matter. If all the king can boast is soldiers of your caliber, we can take this kingdom anytime we choose.
Stop.
Gotta say, like,
Last night, an unknown wizard managed to
if
penetrate our
you've seen
defenses.
visuals of the original game,
Soldiers on duty were no match
if
for
you've
him.
seen the Play
Ran
2
was
Play
the only
series,
survivor.
the Secret of Mana series that we dedicated to the original game,
Witness
you'll know that Secret Densetsu 3 wasn't that far removed visually from what we saw in Secret of Mana, whereas the jump that we're seeing from the Secret of Mana remake to this remake is
You mean Altanas sent a
enormous.
spy?
This is really quite
We'll
impressive
water
how this
among
game
a
looks.
lot of them.
And I
We
hope
should
that
mount
sends a
a
really
full-scale
strong
attack
message
on
to
their
us
forces before they sneak in
that
again.
this is
Who's
what
with me?
Square Enix plans to do with the Mana
Right.
franchise going forward. It's
Ho!
been a long neglected franchise.
There is no definitive proof that Altanas sent the intruder, nor would they have reason to attack our kingdom in the first place. Whoever attacked last night...
Yeah, let's keep
got
pushing through.
First, we must strengthen the...
On.
But
Still got some rabbite in the and mushroom actually in the load bar there, so that's kind of cool. It's a little throwback. Rabbite obviously being a connecting thread for the entire series. Well, and one thing that if you've not done before, you should actually go check out. It's on the YouTube channel as well. It's also in podcast form on the Player 2 account as well as my Dev Diary account. Or the feed, I should say, is my full, like my Gamer School episode dedicated to the Mana franchise. It goes super in depth with every game in the franchise, the history, gameplay, everything that kind of connects and binds this entire franchise together. So perhaps go and check that out as well.
Alright. Just let him.
Are
Come
you
on, come on,
listening
come on.
to me?
Nah,
Stop whining.
let's push through.
Wendy! Whining, huh? Walk
Ooh,
around town might
weapon
clear
shop.
my head some.
Okay, we can't do anything there at the moment. We'll head up to where our checkpoint is. Though I like it, we've got some little chests to dig out. Some money. Right. I feel like that was a bit of a waste. Let's keep rolling through the town. If Zelda's taught us anything, that rolling is absolutely fastest form of travel. If you find a seed, try planting in the Inn's magic pod. You can go items and equipment. Righto. Don't have any seeds though. Yeah, I was gonna say they're talking about this fortune teller enough here that makes me think that that needs to be our heading. Looks, I mean, obviously outside of the checkpoint, looks fortune tellery.
Welcome, young man. This shop is for reading fortunes.
That is quite a set of
Your
eyebrows.
face tells me you have a lot on your mind, son.
My what?
People's lives are 99% destiny. But the rest of your future is always shaped by your... Come
Yeah, okay.
now. Anyone can...
Fortunes? Why would I trust my fate to something like that? All I believe in is strength. But I'll listen to what you have to say if you tell me how to become more powerful.
Manners, you oaf! No need for rudeness.
Okay, so there are
To
eyes
become more
under that
powerful,
enormous,
you must head
massive
to Holy City Wendell.
eyebrow hair.
The Priest of Light can teach you how to switch your class.
My class?
Son, you listen and you listen good. Even a clueless fighter like yourself can eventually change to a better class. Not
Right. Okay.
Switching
There's
classes,
so much more
huh?
depth.
It means I can defeat that crimson jerk. He'll do anything. Well, better head to Wendell and see what all this fuss is about.
Come on, let's get out on the adventure already.
That lousy, conniving, murderous Crimson Wizard is dead meat. I won't let him get away. Not again. I won't come back until he's finished. I won't.
Good, let's do it. Don't quite know why we needed to go upstairs for that, for him to have that very pensive moment.
Sorry, Wendy. And Stella. I really am.
God, I can't get over how good this looks. How much the original game has transformed here for this.
Aunt Stella.
Here. I know you already have a bronze sword, but take this instead.
Is this?
This is the sword your father used when he was a young man.
Righto. Alright, let's
Now
keep pushing
be
through.
off.
We've got this really sentimental,
does he
probably
know?
somewhat
Don't be
awesome basic
silly.
sword.
He knew your father. I too.
Yep.
Thanks, Aunt Stella.
Nothing against the dialogue whatsoever. In fact, I'm quite fascinated so far. But for the sake of our recording, for the sake of showing you as much as we possibly can with the time constraints of a Player 2 Plays episode, I want to make sure that we get into the action nice and quick. The sword clipping through his hair is bothering me.
I see you're planning a journey, Duran.
Your Majesty! Forgive me. It was my weakness that allowed the enemy to escape so easily. I wish to atone for my mistakes. I cannot forgive the wizard for what he did. For the first time in my life, I was utterly powerless. I do not plan to return.
Yeah, mate, he
home
was
until
taking
is
straight up
answered
taking the
for
piss
these
out of you.
crimes. I cannot.
Acknowledged. You have...
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Now, if you are a Mana games fan, Secret of Mana,
His
Secret Dead Set 2, 3,
resolve is
played Legend of Mana on the PS1, if you played Children Mana on the DS, anything, Sword of Mana on the GBA, whatever your
just like his father
poison,
at that age.
if you want to see more of the Mana franchise, I'm fairly sure this is the game that you want to be supporting. This seems to be a fairly sizable investment by Square-Enix here. Again, this is not just a simple kind of glow up like what we saw for Secret of Mana. This is impressive. This is representative of a lot of consideration from Square, a lot of thought going into it, a lot of maybe a degree of belief that this can actually, like the Mana franchise, can kind of become prominent like it was in that Super Nintendo era. Let's get out there. So if you like what you're seeing here, if you're a fan of the Mana franchise, and I know there's people like that out there, download the demo, buy the game. The future of the franchise is kind of in your hands at the moment. And this and Secret of Mana are largely considered, in fact, there's no one really that argues, this and Secret of Mana are considered the 2 best games in the franchise. So if you want to see more of this type of mana game, then you are going to need to support it. And you can see, obviously, there's some different combos and the like. Let's charge. Gold. Getting close to level 2. Now there is a level cap for this demo. It taps out at level 7. Now take note, Luna and Undine, they're all some of the spells or some of the summons from Secret of Mana, so there's that little throwback to them. Ah, cool, we have a lock on. Because that would get a little unwieldy camera-wise. And for anyone who didn't kind of notice or realise what I pressed there, that was just a simple press of the right stick. So pressing R3. You can use training points to put your powers, learning new abilities, put points on the training sections. Options, we'll just take out this rabbit first. A couple of wishes, so for anyone unfamiliar, that revives you when you die. And we've still got the ring command system. So let's jump into the menu here, training, let's level something up. Magic spells and attacks you learn will be automatically added to the move ring menu. Alright, what do we got? So spirit, intellect, luck, strength, stamina. And you can see there on the right then the different things that are unlocked. So we've got a counter here for strength, where if we power up that twice, then we'll unlock counter. And I'm inclined to go that way for now, because I'm not really being stretched in terms of health, or I don't really need to heal or anything like that just now. So let's allocate those. Attack increased by 10% for 30 seconds when receiving damage. Must equip learned abilities in order to use them. There are many types, blah blah blah. Go to the gear stats menu to try equipping abilities. So you can see, yeah, we've got different ones here. There's some that are locked to the class. We've got our bronze sword. No other gear for us to equip at the moment. So we'll jump out of there. And there's that little extra 10% where we went from dealing 9s to 10, 11. Which, against these Rabite, that's enough to kind of bump them off before they get an attack in. Oh, mushroom. Oh. I am so incredibly impressed. I know I've said it a few times, but this is genuinely fantastic. Gotcha. I'm not finding really any reasons to kind of evade or anything like that just yet. Candy. I feel like there might be a boss somewhere around there. Let's just have a squiz up here. There's a hint of kind of wide linear aspect, I guess. In that, you know, you've got multiple paths that are ultimately taking you the same direction, but you can kind of take the high road, take the low road, whatever, maybe to avoid enemies or whatever drives you to go that particular direction. Stone Split Cave. Break into that. Some cash. What do we got? We're coming to some form of climax here, that's for sure. Oh, being able to roll through the sky is kind of handy. Also impossible, but we'll take it.
Just you wait, Crimson Wizard. I ain't gonna stop until I'm more than powerful enough to take you down. You won't get away with this. I will defeat you.
Bested by the Crimson Wizard, nearly lost confidence in his skills. He set out for Holy City Wendell to gain the strength to overcome his failings.
Design is interesting. I guess 2D design could be a part of the menus and whatnot. Now, what from here? Do we transition over to some of our other companions, or Or do we just pick up from where we left off? Okay, we're picking up where we left off.
Chad belongs to Ferolia. Don't resist, and we may spare you.
Ferolian forces have taken the town and closed the docks. Now my ship's stuck in the harbor until who knows when.
Righto. Now these look to be the same, I don't know, Ferolian, maybe a species, as one of our companions that we picked before, so that might be one to kind of explore. But that is where we're going to leave things for this episode of Player 2 Plays. That was the Trials of Mana demo. The game is available on April 24th on the PS4 and the Switch, so whatever your preference, if you like the game, go out and get it on one of those platforms. Again, this, along with the Secret of Mana remake of a couple of years ago, this is a huge opportunity for the Mana franchise to really return and become somewhat prominent like it used to be 20 or so years ago. So if you're a fan of this, you're a fan of the original games, go out and support it, because this might be our last opportunity. And if it's successful, who knows from here. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to like, share and subscribe. All the buttons down the bottom, and hit that notification bell, that way you're alerted to every new video the moment it goes live on the channel. That includes Patched, The Insider, Player 2 Plays, Late Game Review, Gamer School, and a whole lot more. There's some awesome stuff, so please be sure to go and check it out. Visit the website, player2.net.au, where you'll find reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, links to the podcast series, Patched, which also has an audio form, the Player 2 Pixelcast, which is back up and running for 2020, and Dev Diary, where we've had some fantastic developer guests on the show over the course of the last few weeks and months. So go and check it out, go and check out their stories. There's some awesome stories there, and learn about some of the best people in the business. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au, kicking a few bucks. At the lower tiers, you'll get early access to episodes. At the higher tiers, monthly episode exclusives. Finally, there's Twitter. You can find me at Paul James Games. The website you'll find at player2au. And until next time, that has been the Trials of Mana demo. The game is out in a month from now. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.